Hi guys, tiptoehappiness. Welcome to something I haven't done in quite a long time, which is a speed build. I used to do these all the time before I split my channel. Well, actually, I used to do them mostly in Sims 3, so it's been a really long time since I've done this. This house was actually done because of the Replica challenge on Tumblr that I saw. Oh, I was gonna remember who started. I can't remember, but if you go to the tag Replica challenge on Tumblr, you will see a bunch of houses people have done, and it will lead you back to the site. And I'm going to post this house completed pictures online as well, and you guys can see it then. So anyway, it's basically taking a real life house and changing it up, making it into, well, not changing it up, but actually replicating it. So I took the picture. I should post it, but it's on there if you search for it. Anyway, I didn't exactly do it the way you're supposed to. When do I ever follow the rules? I'm not a rebel like that. No, just kidding. I'm so not a rebel. But anyway, I ended up changing it a lot. I did the roof a little differently. A few other things. Some of the floor plan I did different. I didn't do it the same. I kind of wanted to think of it as a really old house that someone decided they were going to redo. This is kind of when once I did the roof, I was like, okay, screw it. I can't do this exact. There's no way. I could if I did custom content. I probably could have done it where it would look nice replicated, but trying to do no custom content, I was like, it's really not going to work. I'm not going to be able to do it. So, it's a challenge doing no custom content, man. It's a challenge. Oh. Anyway, basically, it was just a simple little house, and everything was broken down into separate rooms like old house plans usually are. So I kind of just ripped out as many walls as I thought I could. I changed the floor plan a little bit because behind the stairs, I was going to have a bathroom, but then I added that little room right there on the end. You see that little 2x2 room, and I was like, oh my god, my dogs just went crazy. There was a noise outside. I'm so sorry. But anyway, so I did that little 2x2 room, and I was thinking, oh, I can make that either a closet or I can make it into a bathroom. And I decided to go ahead and make it into a bathroom and then expand what was going to be the bathroom into a larger study. Because I like the idea of having just the bedrooms upstairs, and also gave me room to do an extra bedroom upstairs, because originally it was going to be 3 bedrooms plus I was going to do a study, but it ended up making it a 4-bedroom house, which is nice if you're like me. And my whole goal when I play Sims, as you know, if you have watched me play or seen me build houses, every time I build a house, I build a family home or a home that can grow with a family. You know what I mean? To me, that's what Sims is all about. It's about your family. That's what I'm so excited to have toddlers back in the game. Because, like, Sims 3, all I played was Legacies. That was just unless I was doing a challenge for you guys on my other channel. That is all I played, because I love it. I don't know why. I just love it. I just absolutely love it. Families is what Sims is all about for me. So, yeah. Did the kitchen, I kind of went with this green theme that I put on the door. And I kind of started doing, like, a green theme all throughout the house. The stairs were really green. But then I was like, it's just getting to be too much. I can't handle it. So, oh, when you download this house, be sure that you have move objects on. If you download it. Not sure if everybody will, but if you do, have move objects on, because otherwise a few things will be messed up. Who can play without move objects on, though? You know, I mean, just, it's so great. It's the best cheat ever. I spent way too long on the curtains in this kitchen. I couldn't find anything. My biggest thing when I download is I do makeup for Cass and curtains. Those are probably the 2 things I can't live without when I play Sims, because there's never enough curtains. There's no colors, because colors are terrible in this game. And I just can never get exactly what I want. It drives me bonkers. I wish that the curtains would expand with the windows, you know? I wish you could, like, drag the curtains, like drag it longer, drag it shorter. Though that's a big thing too. I love the cheat where you make stuff bigger. I really wish that they had a cheat where you could make stuff smaller. I think that'd be great. I was gonna do that typical wall light in the ceiling, but it made some weird shadows, so we ended up just going under the cabinets and sticking those little lights up there and hiding them to light the kitchen up. I thought it turned out pretty good. I put that little china cabinet thing there. Thought that was cute. So it's like a bunch of light woods and then the green. And you see my stairs are green right now. I'm going to change that later on. Oh, there I go. I expanded the room right there. I just liked it. It's a nice little study. You know, I don't think I ever went back and completed the study. Oh, crap. It just hit me. I have this house uploaded and I did not finish the study. Oh, well, you can customize it. I was going to go back to it later because when I got this far and I was placing stuff, I was like, no, I don't want to start placing objects because I'm placing them and move objects on. And sometimes when you do walls and stuff, after you have a cheat going, it all like dumps to your inventory. I was like, I don't want to deal with that right now. So I'll just come back and decorate it later. And I don't think I came back and decorated it later. That's terrible. I can't believe I forgot that. Anyway, move the stairs up and everything. So if you look at the floor plan that I pulled this from, it's definitely got some changes. But like I said, I like to think of it as somebody got the house and decided they were going to just tear out walls and renovate it, make it look modern while still retaining some of its charm, you know. I also really have a hard time not having good backsplash tiles. Because I like a pretty backsplash in the kitchen, and it's just really hard in this game, so I don't know. And the wood floors. Does anyone know how the wood floors, they look funky in this game? So that's pretty much the only floors that don't do weird glitching stuff. I think it's just a graphics thing, like how I'll have these weird things around my Sims' mouths because apparently my graphics card is too good for this game, which is... I just dropped my phone. Apparently my phone is too good for me, and it's like, screw you, I'm falling to the floor. Goodbye, phone. It's nice knowing you. So yeah. So I'm wondering if that's why sometimes my floor tiles, they have this weird glare to them. It's like in between the cracks where in between each plank, it's like fuzzy and jagged. It's really horrible. So that's my other third thing is wood floors. I always have at least one good wood floor in my game, custom content, with a bunch of options to it because it's just a necessity. I kind of wanted to go really neutral in this house. It's weird for me to do neutral because I'm not a neutral person in real life either. I love lots of colors and bold things, but I wanted to keep it kind of, you know, traditional, I suppose. I really liked that mirror right there. I thought it was really cute. But as soon as I placed that light there, I was like, no, it needs to be symmetrical. We must have the symmetry. The symmetry must be here. And I was determined I was going to have this little seating area here. And I spent way too long on this. I don't want to know how long it took me to pick out a chair and a lamp to go right here. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. I think I paused it for a little bit. I'm not sure if you can tell because I was just like sorting through stuff. I couldn't decide. I think I keep that. I think that was my final product. Yeah, putting it right down. Yeah, I'm finished with it. That's it. That's it. Well, I changed color. I pulled out that couch that you unlock in the game at first. So I was thinking, oh, we'll carry on the green. But then I was like, I don't like the green. I didn't like how I was going to put the TV because I wanted a good TV in there. Ended up changing all the walls for the living room. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna put this big, huge TV. It's gonna be great. And then I was like, no, we're gonna put a fireplace. Fireplace first. And I couldn't find a fireplace. All the fireplaces, like when you find the style, you can't find the color. It's really frustrating. And that is kind of a really tall fireplace. I was wanting something a little shorter, but you know, you just gotta do what you gotta do. Ended up really loving that blue. I love navy. That is probably one of my favorite colors is navy and like a really pretty dark, what is that color? It's kind of a deep teal, like, I don't know, it's like a jeweled teal or something. It's so gorgeous. I do not know the name of it, but it's definitely my favorite color. But then second would be navy. I don't know why, especially because I went to this little school. It was a private school. It wasn't like a fancy private school, you know, it was just like one of these little tiny little country schools, and we had to wear uniforms, and our uniforms were navy and white. That's all you could wear, like navy skirt or navy little jumper, American jumper, not other countries jumper, because that's like a shirt. Isn't that what a jumper is outside of the US? I think so. I don't know. Anyway, and like white button-down shirts with collars, and the collars had to have the little buttons that that button below on the little flap or whatever. Oh, it was so hideous. When I graduated high school, I pretty much got all of my Navy clothes and I dumped them, and I was like, I never want to see Navy again, ever. But, it's been a little while, and now I'm just like, oh my God, Navy, I love it. It's beautiful. I don't know what happened to me. Everyone thinks I'm crazy. Everyone that's known me for a long time is like, how are you into Navy all of a sudden? You despised it for so long. And I was like, I know. I don't know. It's my favorite now. I don't know. Something so calming and warm about Navy. I don't know. I guess because blue is probably the most soothing color in the history of colors. I mean, isn't it like the most popular favorite color of most of the world? When you ask people, most people are going to say blue. Sounds so boring, but it's just really soothing. That's why so many companies have their signs blue. It just works. It just works. I don't know, but navy, like this certain warm navy, I love it so much. So now I'm putting the table, and I was going for a table. Talking too fast. I talk too fast sometimes. I apologize. I was going for a table that kind of matched the floor a little bit. But then I realized that my wood in my kitchen was really pale. So I felt like I should kind of pull that into this room. But then pull the blue from the living room. So you kind of got the light wood from the kitchen, but the blue from the living room. That's my fake fancy way of saying I'm pulling all my colors together, when actually I'm just thinking, oh my God, where's my custom content? I keep telling myself I'm going to play with minimal custom content. And then I start building something and I'm like, nope, where's it at? Give me all the stuff. Give me all the stuff. Make my downloads folder just explode with too much crap. It's the only way you can play Sims. Well, me anyway. I go through this, but like throw away all my custom content. I'm not gonna play with it. It's gonna be a custom content free game. And next week it's busting so full that it won't even run. I don't think there's an in between. Is there an in between with you guys? I don't know if there's an in between. I really don't. Huh. It's an addiction. It's a problem. So yeah, I got through that and I was like, oh crap, I gotta do the upstairs. I totally was at this point thinking, I'm done. Not. So I started doing this and I made the bathroom really small, and I go through, I expand it, change up that a little bit to kind of make the entrances a little more interesting into the bedrooms. Yeah. I'm trying to remember what I was doing here. I feel like there was something I was about to say and it's totally, I've lost it. I've lost it completely. I'm going to cover that little back porch on the back. I thought it would kind of add a little more interestingness to it. To do that, I pulled on out one more tile a little bit later too. But I didn't put a roof on that because I liked the longer windows in the back. And I felt like if I put a roof, I would have to use a shorter window. And I really didn't want to. I wanted the bedrooms to have a really long roof. I also go through and I changed the front porch in a little bit. I changed the columns. I was like, oh, I'm just going to put a fence. But then I eventually went back once I realized, oh, I need to put paint on this house. Which is usually it's either one of the first things I do once I get built, or it's the last thing. I don't know why. I kept trying to go for a certain look and I couldn't get it. And so finally I was just like, whatever. Just do whatever. I'm just going to do what I want. I'm just going to do what I want. This is what I'm going to do. I don't even know. I'm trying to decide now that I'm staring at the house if I like that roof part on the front porch, or if I should have gone with one that would be flat against all the windows instead of slant. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that now that I see it. I'm kind of doubting myself. I'm pretty sure I changed all this in a little bit because at first I was like, okay, yeah, the green. We're going with green. We got a green theme. It's green here, green there, and green every which way up your booty and out your bum and out your nose, and everywhere is green. It's all the greenness. And then I was like, I don't really like the round columns because everything else was very square. Even the chairs on the front porch were very square. So I was like, I think I want to go with something more square. I ended up just using that basic column that came with, I think it's base game one of the patches. I don't know. I was trying to put some decorative stuff up there. End up just totally giving up and just putting another plant right there. I was like, whatever. Yeah, this is where when I start realizing how I want to do, I do not keep this stone on it, by the way. Once I finally realize what I want to do with the clapboard or whatever, I really hated the columns a lot. Yeah, that's when I was like, okay, I don't like it. It's not working for me. I like just the very geometricness more of it. So I do those plain columns. I go through and I change the color a little bit though. I still wasn't sure if I wanted to do that. Like I kept trying something different. I kind of like that, but I don't know, it was just too much. It was too thick. So I changed the color of more of a grayish tone that makes it not stand out as much. Yeah, I changed those steps too. I couldn't ever decide if I wanted to do lower or if I wanted to do higher. I don't know. Do you ever get obsessed with the details when you do things like when you build? I get obsessed about the weirdest stuff that later on I'm thinking, why was I so upset about that and thinking it wasn't working out? I don't know. Who knows the workings of your brain when you're in the midst of building? This build took me about 2 hours and 40 minutes, and I've shortened it to 20 some odd minutes, I think. It's still a long time. I always have trouble when I do speed builds because my throat gives out on me. Like, I feel really scratchy all of a sudden. Oh, just continuous talk. I'm not used to continuously talking because all of my videos, I always break them up. Like, I always have lots of pauses where I stop and drink, etc. I don't like to drink when I'm recording. But it feels weird when you're doing a speed build to stop in the middle of it. It feels strange. I could, but I will persevere. I'm tough. I could do it. I can't, but we're going to do it anyway. Does anyone else miss the fact that you can't pick the pattern you want on the foundation? I find that to be so incredibly frustrating, and it's so limited, and bad colors. I don't know, man. The Sims team has always had a lot of trouble with style. They do not have any style. They're just a bunch of nerds. God bless them, because aren't we all? Or geeks. I should say geeks. Well, they're probably pretty nerdy because they got to be pretty smart to do all this stuff. But, yeah, they have no style. No style. No good, strong taste of any kind. Poor things. Bless their hearts. I'm Southern. I can say bless their hearts. I did isn't that Wisteria, I believe? And I kind of just popped it up different heights so that it would add a little more interest to it and kind of hide the foundation because I hated the foundation, but it was the only thing I could find that really looked right. I didn't want it to be too structured. I wanted it to be a little more haphazard and more, because you know, people that really love to garden, when you look at their yards, they're not perfect. And some people that won't appreciate it can look at it and be like, it's a mess, it's a hot mess out there. But they can look at it and tell you every little thing, every little spot, everything's at. So I kind of wanted to get that. So I delete some of these bushes. And I would probably think I'm weird saying that, and I have those structured bushes. I delete them in a second. I put a little fountain because the house was just so like shotgun style, and I really wanted to add a little more interest to it. So I thought that was kind of a good way to do that. I don't know, it's cute. I like fountains too. I love fountains. And a little rock because I just add a little more interest to it. I can't remember if I added any more trees. I feel like I added another tree. I don't know. I wanted to leave room in the backyard for if you download this and you want to add something else to it, playground equipment or, you know, a little pool or something, that you would have room. It's on a 20 by 30 lot, I believe is what this is. I wanted to give enough room, a little room in the back, a little room in the front without being a really huge lot. And I mean, you could also probably just pick it up and scoot it to the side and you'd have even a lot more room on the side. Sometimes I do that with my houses. I build them on a corner of the lot so I can use the rest of it for junk. Because we all know Sims get lots and lots of junk. Little babies, they just, so many needs. So yeah, I don't think I ever even put any plants on the other side. I was just like, no, it works. It works. Oh, this is where I realized, like, oh crap, I didn't decorate. I always forget about the upstairs. I have a lot of problem playing upstairs houses. I forget about the upstairs part. I wanted the bathrooms to kind of still have some of that old world charm. One of them doesn't, but like this one especially, I think it uses things from the vampire pack or something like that. But I don't know, I like the bathrooms. They were just really simple, but they had a little character to them, I thought. I don't know. This one's not, though. This was just basic, boring, put it out there. It's the kids' bathroom. The parents are not concerned about it. I also tried to not spend too much time on it. I thought also that I had a fancier toilet paper holder. I could have sworn there was a second one, but I could only find that first one when I was building this. I don't know why. I don't know why. But I'm really excited about this replica challenge. I am definitely going to do, I know there's a second one out. I'm definitely going to do that. Though I saw someone did it. I don't think I reblogged it. I meant to reblog it. My net went out because y'all know I have crazy net, so I wasn't able to do it. It looked like a real house. I had to use a lot of custom content with it. It wasn't this one. It was Replica Challenge 2. It was amazing. And I was staring at it thinking, there's no way I can even compete with that. It is so perfect. I want to download it in my game so bad. So that's when I decided, you know what? I'm going to just make them with no custom content. Because then I can have an excuse. I had no custom content. Plus, it's a lot easier for you guys to... I know personally when I download houses, I don't really download houses to play in, but I download them to fill my neighborhood up because there's some beautiful stuff that you guys have done on the galleries. So, when I download that, the last thing I want is custom content. Like, you don't know what people's all got in their game, and everybody's taste is different. So, I like to build shareable houses with no custom content. Sims 3, I always had build mode custom content. And sometimes I'll still do that because to me that's what makes a house pretty is your build mode content. And there's just some gorgeous build mode stuff out there. Especially by Peacemaker IC. Oh my god, he makes the most beautiful stuff. His stuff is pretty much the only custom content I have in my game, to be quite honest. Because he makes beautiful kitchens, beautiful build mode objects, beautiful decorative objects. Just my favorite. My absolute favorite. Yeah, I put a little toy box out in the little upstairs foyer area. I wanted to leave enough room. I like the upstairs to always have room to put toys and things to play with. So anyway, this is the finished product right here. It is on the gallery. I am on the gallery. I am tiptoehappiness on the gallery, but I've also hashtagged myself tiptoehappiness and tiptoesims and replica challenge as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you enjoyed this house, and I hope you will enjoy maybe seeing some more of these from me in the future. Toodles!